Hello and welcome back to the Lee Summit Town Hall podcast. I'm your host, Nick Parker. This podcast is brought to the good people by Budget Blinds of Lee Summit. Budget Blinds, a great local business run by a great local family. Budget Blinds is your home for enlightened style shades. They are also our robot shade overlords. If you're ready to get those robot, I'm going to look over at one of our guests. Do you need awesome shades where
Who
you
doesn't?
can talk to your phone and say, "Hey Siri" or "Hey Google" or "Alexa, open my blinds"?
That would be awesome.
They'll do it.
Yeah.
They'll do it. This is your place to get that done. Whether you need shades, a little home decor, maybe some throw pillows, they've got it at Budget Blinds. Just head to downtown. Tell them Nick sent you. Guest today is back. It's festival time, folks. We are gearing up for Oktoberfest. And I know, let's make the jokes. It's Oktoberfest, but it happens in September. There's reasons. The nerds will tell you all about Germany and why they do it, but we're not here to be nerdy. I'm here
We're not?
with Rachel Dyer, Krissie Hutchins, the co-chairs of Oktoberfest that is put on every year by the Lee Summit Chamber. And look, I say you're co-chairs, but I feel like you need a different title. Because this is like the 8th year, 10th year.
We're like the Oktoberfest queens is what we are.
At this point, we should get crowns.
We should.
Oktoberfest queens. I was just going to say suckers.
How dare you?
I mean,
Hey, will you guys volunteer to do this
You're
again?
not wrong, but
Look, we all love the festivals that happen here. You know, we get two really awesome ones every year. We get Downtown Days in the summer. We get Fall and Oktoberfest. Rachel, for some reason, you say yes to volunteering at both because, again, sucker. What brings you back? What are you excited for? Why do you keep coming back to Oktoberfest?
I just love Oktoberfest. I'm not really sure what it is about this festival that just gets me energized, but I just love being involved and getting things organized and all that stuff. So getting the beer in, getting the pretzels in.
I think you buried the lead.
Yeah.
It's beer is actually why you're excited, because you get to be in charge of beer.
we all know
Yes.
Rachel well enough to know that's true.
Yeah.
Krissie?
You gotta love the beer.
I hate to be a parrot, but I agree with everything Rachel said. I don't exactly know what it is, but I love the whole vibe of Oktoberfest. I love being a part of the community and making it be so successful and watching my hard work come to fruition.
Well, actually, it's interesting you say that, because, when we started this podcast, this is episode 842,
Wow.
I think, since 2016.
Whoa.
So when we started, though, it was all about how can people get involved, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was how easy is it to be involved in the community, whether, just knowing who the candidates are that you're voting for locally, or go volunteer to help a local nonprofit or whatever, right? So I like what you said there, but how easy was it for you guys to come? Because you would think, oh, they are the queens of Oktoberfest. That must take a lot of time. You must have had to work your way up, or was it really just you kind of fell into it?
Oh, strangely, it was so easy. I don't remember volunteering.
You got voluntold, right?
I got voluntold.
That's kind of how the chamber works. I
Hey,
think,
you're really
actually.
good at this. Would you mind? And then that turned into one thing, and that turned, and I don't mind at all. I actually, it goes well with my personality to do those things. But yeah, it's very simple to get involved. All you have to do is tell one person that you're interested in next year, maybe possibly taking on a bigger role or volunteering in the tent. And believe me, we remember those things.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you just have to kind of poke your head out and say, hey, what about this idea? Okay, yeah, you take that and you run with it.
Right.
And so that's
And you're like, wait a minute. I didn't say I wanted to do that. I said
Now
I
I'm
was
doing it.
interested
Now
in
I'm
seeing
in
how
it.
it would work.
I feel like that's what happened to you with the wagon parade
Yes.
in Oktoberfest. Is you're like, I have this idea,
Yeah.
and they said, awesome.
Yep.
Make
it happen.
Yeah. So the Wagon Parade it's the 5th year this year, and we've got a
It's only
theme.
been 5 years.
Yeah, it's
Can
been
you believe
5
it?
years.
And she's made it so different, and it's grown so much every year.
Yeah. Because we started with this tiny little idea in 2019, and this year we've got a theme. It's called Once Upon a Wagon, a Fairy Tale Parade. We're going to have a contest this year, and since construction is happening, it's gonna the route is gonna be a little bit different. So we're gonna end at the community stage down on Douglas. So we'll all circle up there. And
are you still going to have the roundabout in the middle of the parade?
Yeah. Ronnie and Megan are going to be in the intersection, and they're going to be calling out, excuse me, everybody's scripts and color commentary and everything as they walk past. And then Austin Gray will actually be at the community stage, kind of reiterating who's coming down the pike, and as they circle up. So as soon as everybody finishes and circles up, then we're going to announce the winner, and then everybody can go and shop and get a beer and everything else.
Will he be mocking Ron as he repeats the announcements?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that would be
my money's on yes.
I
could
feel
be.
Like, I feel like that would be better.
He could be.
That would be great. We
if
should
you
talk
had
to
asked
him.
me to do it, that's what I'd be.
Well, Ron's going to be in the intersection, and Austin's going to be at the end of the street. So they're not going to know what each other says, are they?
It's not that far, Rachel, and there are speakers.
That's right.
That's true. But yeah, we're still looking for entries for wagons. Currently, we have 22 wagons, and I just found out yesterday that we're going to have the Shriners Clowns join our parade.
So, are they going to have their little scooters that go crazy? Okay.
Yeah. We're going to have the little scooters. So.
Somewhere Assistant Chief Jimmy is like cringing now because you just said there are going to be scooters in the parade during the festival.
Yeah.
And he's so scared. He's worried about safety.
I know.
Yeah, he's really good at worrying about safety. He
keeps
keeps us very safe. It's funny you mentioned the construction, because that construction has changed the footprint of Oktoberfest dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting next year with all of it completed to see how all of that works out again. We're going to be able to spread out a little further again and kind of cover.
And built-in stage space because of the outdoor performance area.
It's going to be awesome.
And we'll be able to do a lot.
It's going to be so interesting. It's going to spread out the parade or the whole festival a little more. This year we kind of had to cinch everything in and tighten the belt on that footprint a little. But I think it's going to be fine. We figured out some really good solutions, and it's going to work out great.
Yeah.
Awesome. What are you guys looking forward to most when you think festival? What's the thing you want?
Great weather.
That's a boring answer.
I know it's a boring answer.
I love all the people. I love seeing so many people from not from Lee Summit come to Lee Summit and see what we have to offer them. Our crafters are, above and beyond any other festival in the area that I've been to.
Let them know all of what we've got going on with the crafters.
Well, I'll let you handle that part. I'm just saying that it's above and beyond.
She looked at her notes right just then, and she went, that type is way too small.
I got to hold it out here.
She did.
Yeah,
she looked at that, and she was like, nope.
Rachel, you have your glasses on. Why don't you take that one?
Well, we have so many different really high level crafters this year. And we've got everything for everybody. We've got for men, women, and kids. Mm-hmm. We've got amp coolers, which I don't know if you guys know what those are, but a local guy, he creates wrapped coolers, and he makes speakers out of them. So it's like a cooler and a speaker, and it's amazing, and they're all custom, and they're really, really freaking cool.
I will say I'm really excited for this year is Casual Putt, because Casual Putt, if you don't know, is it's geared towards men that like to golf. It's kind of some vintage tees, some hats, some things like that. It's a play on golf, and I think that our festival is wonderful in a lot of ways, but I think that it's lacking on male-centered booths, and I think this is going to bring something big to the festival this year.
Yeah, for sure.
I like the idea of those T-shirts and that fun thing, because I like golf. I don't get to play as often anymore, but I like it. But I was really excited at first because you said Casual Putt. I'm like, oh, we're gonna have mini golf in the festival. I was getting really excited for that for a second.
No, but that's what it's called. Isn't that interesting?
It is interesting, and I'm sure it's a great vendor. I'm gonna love it, but a little disappointment.
Yeah,
I thought for a second
maybe next year that's an idea you can bring to the table, and then you can head it up. There you go.
You know what?
That's how that works.
Actually, let me write that down.
Listen,
Nick Parker said-
been voluntold enough. You're so right, though. That is how things happen. You know, I've been really active with downtown Main Street for the last decade or so. And it totally happened because a good friend of mine, was then the executive director. And I was just asking him, like, hey, I want to do some volunteer. We just moved back to town. This was like 09, 10. I said, we just moved back to town. Where should I go? She's like, oh, here's your assignments.
It's so true. I opened my business 6 years ago with my business partner, and that's around the same time we started volunteering. And it's amazing the amount of people and the mixture of people that you meet volunteering at these events.
Oh, yeah. And great friends have happened because, I met you and Ron checking in vendors.
Yeah.
I also met Rachel from Oktoberfest. We knew each other from downtown, but we developed a friendship over the years working with Oktoberfest.
Yeah.
I feel like Ron said, oh, he's an obnoxious jerk like me.
Yes, he did.
Oh, Ron, they just called you out.
No, I'm saying that's what Ron said about me.
Yeah.
Kindred spirit.
Like me,
He'd admit to it. He'd admit to it. He's like, oh, yeah, I'm a jerk.
I admit, and I've said this publicly, I like the vendor check-in jobs just because there are people that need to be yelled at.
Yep. Dealt with.
And dealt with. And I enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I enjoy
it. That's going to be, we've got it down to a science, hopefully. So.
Yeah. It's come a long way.
Drive on the left, park on the right.
Drive left, park right.
There you
Live
go.
it, learn it, know it, stop screwing it up.
Yep.
That's right.
Exactly.
All right.
Actually, what I am really, really excited about is the beer. So this is actually very new and very exciting for this year because we have Diametric that will be providing all the beer, and we'll also have local Lee Summit breweries on tap as well. So we'll have beers from The Goat, Grains and Taps, and Fringe in addition to Diametric.
Awesome.
So yeah, we're supporting Lee Summit local breweries, and the chamber is very excited to be able to do that.
It's going to be okay though. We're still going to have the Mick Ultra. We are actually even bringing NA beer this year because that seems to be a certain population really enjoys that. So we're still going to have some stuff people will recognize, but Sean over at Diametric has been amazing, and he's a rock star. He's really putting it all together.
Excited.
He's had some ideas he's been kind of toying with and wanting to bring. So that's awesome. You guys have multiple tents and places to go. So let's talk about the different beer and food tents.
Okay.
Because look, let's face it, festivals are about festival food and festival beer. The vendors are great. We're gonna shop local. We're gonna help all the vendors, but we want the festival food.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So we'll start with the beer garden.
Right? So the beer garden has moved. That's important to note. So anybody who's been to our festival in the past knows that it was right down by City Hall. That is no longer the truth. It is going to be up by Chamber of Commerce.
On Main.
Okay.
Right in front of the chamber there. Mm-hmm. So look for the beer garden in that area.
The big tent. Mm-hmm. That'll be the beer garden.
Right.
Okay.
So we're having all of the German meals there with Chef Aristo, and all the German entertainment will be in the tent as well.
Right.
So we're bringing back the big dance floor. I don't know if you guys remember from years past. We're bringing that back, so they'll all perform inside the tent, and all the entertainers are very excited to have that come back as well. So anything German is going to be in the beer tent, or in the beer garden, excuse me. So, and the beer garden will have all of the available beers on tap. Plus, we're also having Bronson's. If you're familiar with Bronson's, he's a local distiller, craft cocktail.
Yep, he's going to be found in 2 of our tent fest. Or is it 3?
Just 2.
Just the 2. 2 of our tents at the festival this year. But also in up near the beer garden.
This decision.
Yes.
Yeah.
Up near the beer garden, we're also doing new this year a fashion face-off.
That's
so
true.
that is another German activity. So it basically is dress the part, come to the fashion face-off, and win an award.
Yeah, wear your best Bavarian gear.
Right. So we're trying to add some new fun
rock the
spins.
lederhosen.
Yes.
That's right.
Exactly.
Rachel brings hers out every year.
I do.
That's right.
She does.
I do.
She does. She convinced our son to buy lederhosen last year, 2 years ago. Whatever
Yeah.
it was.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm anti. Nobody wants to see that. I'm gonna wear my Oktoberfest shirt and be fine.
Just embrace it.
You know what?
Just embrace
You
it.
know what? You got to lean in sometimes.
Oh yeah,
Take that leap. Take that leap.
we're too close now. I don't have time to order it, and
This is untrue.
Probably borrow. I have several. You could borrow one of
right.
mine.
Yeah.
This is untrue.
Next
I feel like Rachel has costume changes.
You know what, Rach? It might be fun for me to do that Thursday.
Yeah.
Maybe we should chat.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
There we go.
Totally.
Nicely done.
We win.
So-
We
peer,
win.
peer pressure.
All right. So we know where the beer garden is.
Got
Where
the
are
beer
our
garden.
other tents?
Okay, so then we have Brought Tent 1, which is going to be, it's in the same place it's always been, right in
By
front
Owen
of
Lumber.
Equity Bank. And then we have the Prost Pavilion, formerly known as the Sports Tent. There won't be TVs there anymore, but it's still going to be a place where you can get food. Most of the food.
He doesn't have everything, but there will be most of it.
Yeah. Matt Fast is running that tent, and he's going to be cheering next year.
Yeah.
So you're turning in the crowns?
He's
Absolutely.
I feel like we've just buried the lead of this whole episode. This is the last hurrah?
Megan, please turn off your radio at this point. Thank you.
Okay.
But
Prost tent. Where's that?
Prost Tent is going to be at 3rd and Douglas.
Okay.
On Douglas. And then as you move south on Douglas, you're going to see the community stage. So it's going to be in front of the filling station. So, and then if you go north on Douglas, you come to the Lederhosen Lounge, which is me and Ron's tent. So that's going to be, you're just going to have beer there.
And loungy.
Beer and drinks, and there's going to be some areas to sit and chill and lounge and drink beer and have a lot of fun there. So, and then as you move down 3rd Street, you're going to have the Main Stage Tavern, which is just going to be beer, and that's supporting the Main Stage drinks, and it's also supporting your tent, Brought Tent 2, which is
Right.
going to be down on Green.
The tent, Brought Tent 2, down on Green.
What makes your brats more special?
I'm more fun.
Oh, okay. That's
Sorry,
fair.
Statches.
That's fair.
I'm fun. Our volunteers are wonderful.
Okay, so-
we have a lot of return volunteers, which makes my life a lot easier. Last year, I couldn't decide if we just weren't as busy or if things were just going more smoothly than normal. But I realized it was because we have stellar volunteers, and they have come back year after year. They know the drill. You don't have to retrain. It's just amazing that they all want to come back and be a part of
It's
it.
fun. I think that's
It
the
is
thing you got to
fun.
remind
Yeah.
people about.
Yeah.
Like volunteering at these things is fun.
Absolutely, it's
and
fun.
you can bring all your friends, like sign up your group of friends to do a shift, or you make new friends, and you just keep doing it year after year, and it's fun.
Right, and
Like-
quite honestly,
like
if you
do a
don't-
shift and then go hang out at the
Yeah,
festival.
and if you don't have fun, then maybe it's not your thing. Maybe you should go to the Lederhosen Lounge, or you
Yeah.
should go to the Prost Pavilion, or maybe you should volunteer for something at the main stage. Because what we do, I mean, pouring beer and handing out brats, that's fun. And talking to people and listening to music, because we're right by the main stage.
Yeah.
Sometimes we need some headphones because it's pretty loud, but it's great music and it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
Even my parents come from almost 4 hours away to volunteer because they have so much fun every year.
I love that. I love that. Before we get to the music part of it, so we've got brats, we've got burgers.
Right?
What else we got?
Oh, and the food is not changing price this year. The
Yeah.
food is staying the same price as it was last year. So we're not gouging anybody on the prices of the food. So it's a very family-friendly event that families can come down and not spend a whole ton of money on the pretzels and
Yeah. That's a big deal because if anybody's been grocery shopping in the last year, we all know what those prices look like.
No, that's
So
fair.
for a festival of our size to say, hey guys, we get it. We understand where you're coming from. We're going to keep all the prices the same on the food from last year. Just come on down and have a great time. That's a big deal. And that was a solid decision that was made by the committee. And I think it's really important that people know that.
yeah.
Can I have nachos?
You may.
Okay.
You can even have chili on your nachos if you
Well,
like.
because look, you have to have the chili
Right.
on the nachos.
And chili cheese Frito pies. And I believe that was your favorite from last year, if I'm not mistaken.
Look, that is a
Yeah.
thing from the gods.
Yeah.
Chili
And if you're kind of
cheese
on the boring
Fritos.
side, we have chips. You know, we have soda. We have the boring food. But hot dogs, brats, nachos, chili cheese Frito pies, hamburgers, we got you. Just come on down and...
I might have
Yeah.
had the chili cheese Frito pie twice. last
I
year.
might have had it twice.
Yeah.
I didn't have any of the brought food because our tent was right next to Chef Aristo, so we had delicious German meals all evening.
Listen, I have 2 goals this year. Goal number 1, go to Chef Aristo's tent for some German food. Never happened. I've been volunteering for years. Number 2, leave my tent for more than 20 minutes to be able to go and enjoy the festival this year.
You got to get around.
Yes.
You got to get around.
You got good volunteers.
I do, and I just said it.
Take advantage. Like, as someone who has done it a lot, you got to take advantage of those great volunteers and go hang out, enjoy the festival a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to. This year's the year. I feel it.
Find your Rachel and Ron and let them run the tent, and then you leave.
Yeah, you've got your husband and
Yeah.
But I'd like him to go with me.
Do you really?
I'm just kidding.
Absolutely not.
Do you really?
Sorry. Yeah, no. I really would like to go. My mom and dad always go and spend some time. My kids all come down and they always get to go spend some time. But for whatever reason, I mean, we all know the reason, let's be honest. I'm always in the tent. But this year is my goal. I'm going to spend an hour and go out and, because I want also one of the famous funnel cakes. I've heard year after year after year about this funnel cake vendor that we have. This year I'm going to get a funnel cake.
There you go.
So.
Yeah.
Let's talk entertainment. Let's talk music. What do we got? Who we got on the stage?
Let me get my
Change
paper.
your notes.
Yeah.
My paper. Okay. So
Courtney did a great job.
Yeah.
We have a lot of really stellar acts this
Yeah.
year coming out. So
Courtney
it's going to be fun.
Lofketter from Budget Blinds.
Well done. Well done.
She coordinated all the entertainment for the main stage. She does an amazing job.
Yes.
And
quickly and well within budget.
And very efficiently.
All well done.
Yeah. So starting off Friday night, starting at 3:00. So the festival is opening at 3 p.m. this year on Friday instead of 5 p.m. So we're opening a couple hours earlier, just to let everybody know. We're gonna have Chloe Rose, and then followed by Emma Joe, followed by Paradise Kansas City, and then the headliner for for Friday is gonna be Crossroad Sounds. Yeah, that's right.
Because I know we had to switch that in there.
Yeah,
so
they
we
were
had to switch a
on
couple.
Saturday and then they had to get switched. So
Crossroads Sounds is great. Have you ever heard them?
I have not.
Okay, well, you should come on down.
What
Grab
kind of-
yourself
what
a
kind of
chili
music-
cheese Frito pie at my tent right by the main
Are
stage
they-
and listen.
Are they? What kind of band are they? What are we gonna hear from them?
I don't know what they are.
Well, I
I'm
think
gonna
you
edit
know?
this part out,
please do.
or I'm not, because it's kind of funny.
Please do. But if I'm going to guess, I thought that they were like a country rockabilly cover.
Nice.
But you can verify that before you add this into the podcast.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Will Nick remember?
Please, Nick, remember. I'm gonna make sure.
You know what? There's a donation that'll help me remember.
A Frito chili cheese pie?
Yeah.
Done and done. I'll even throw in an extra.
Who's our headliner on Saturday night? What do we got
Headliner
Saturday?
is Jimmy Harris Band.
Nice. Nice. That'll get people excited. I think that's a good crowd band.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That's a good crowd band. And so let's repeat as we kind of look at the clock here. As we wrap things up. We're starting early this year, right?
Starting early.
I've got other things I gotta go over too. So go for it.
Yes. There's some things we were told that we had to cover.
Well, let's make sure we get this out a couple times.
Okay.
3:00 Friday.
Yeah. Friday, September 27th, 3 p.m. Festival opens
Be there or be square.
And we're open until
till 10.
10 o'clock. On Saturday we run.
10 a.m. to 10 p.m.
Right.
And what happens Sunday?
It's carnival only. And the carnival will be closing at 9:30. They close a half an hour early. Also, there will be no backpacks allowed and only clear bags allowed. So there will be a heavy police presence and a lot of security for the safety of the community. So just to let everybody know that.
We also do have a Kids Street, which I don't think we've spoken about
Oh, yeah,
at this point. But Kids Street is, as
It's
you
gonna
would
be on-
suspect, it's for children to come and there are some games, there's some face painting, and what area is it exactly?
It's South Douglas.
Yeah, South Douglas.
So it's going to be where the community stage, as you walk
Right.
down towards the community stage, that's the area that Kid Street will be. And what's great about Kid Street is all the booths are chamber members, and each each booth has a different game. So there's not going to be repeat games.
Great.
So there's not going to be a whole line of cornhole. There's going to be something different.
Or putt-putt.
Yeah. There's going to be something different at every...
Is there going to be any putt-putt?
I don't know.
Maybe.
We have a list of approved games, and I don't remember. Even though we wrote the list,
Yeah.
I don't remember if putt-putt was on it. So
Look, putt-putt should always be on your list of
Yeah.
approved games anywhere,
Noted.
anytime.
noted.
Yeah. But it's great.
Time.
The Hometown Heroes.
Yes.
Rach.
Hometown Heroes, that is our veteran section. So that is going to be located in the parking lot across the street from the fire department. We're going to have the Vietnam veterans Huey helicopter again this year. We're going to have the Whiteman Air Force bomb robot and bomb suit, the police department SWAT vehicle and drones, the disabled veterans mobile service van, and the fire department will have a truck out for everybody to see. And the ponies will be in that parking lot as well. So
Great. So
It's-
you got to
it's gonna
check that
be-
out.
it's-
It's really cool.
there's a lot of cool stuff to see over there.
Last year was the first year we did that. It went over great. The community loves it. So we brought it back bigger and better this year.
Yeah.
Who was voluntold to be scooping for the ponies?
That is the ponies.
The pony handlers.
The pony handlers.
I just wanted to know. That's a job I don't want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, we could probably hook you up with that job.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need that. I don't need that one.
Oh, we got Stein hoisting too. Krissie
You
is
are
the
looking at the reigning champion women's Stein hoister.
Yes.
Reigning champ.
Wow. Is the grape stomping back?
No. No. Grape stomping is not back.
No grape stopping. There's
No
a
grape
there's a health
stomping.
department issue or something. I don't know.
Yeah. And we are not having the homebrew contest this year. That kind of...
I would assume was a space thing as we had to tighten up.
Yes,
yeah,
that's correct.
space thing, and it was also kind of interest thing, not so much on the participants, but the brewers themselves. The brewers that were wanting to do it were getting less and less.
Right.
And so... and it's a big deal to put that on, and Grains and Taps did a fantastic job, but I know it was a lot for them to oversee that, and so we're always looking for new opportunities for things to do.
It's okay to mix things up.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
And
all
we,
right.
we can acknowledge things that are more popular than other things, and we
Yeah.
adjust to make sure those things remain popular. We should mention Stein hoisting is Saturday at 4
at
at the community stage.
community
I will
stage.
not be making a repeat title run.
That was
so
going to be my important question. Are you competing to
I am
defend
not.
your title?
you should.
I am not.
You've been working out, so
Now, is this out of fear?
It is not. It is because I am too busy in my tent, and it's not near my
Now,
tent
look,
this year.
We just had a discussion about how you were going to make sure to get out of your tent a little
I
bit
am going
this
to
year.
wear my Stein hoisting medal though, because I feel
As
like
you
it's
should.
appropriate.
Now,
As you should.
does the reigning champion award the new champion?
That's a great idea.
should.
That should happen.
I mean, I feel
They
like
should.
Yeah.
that's customary
that should
in
happen.
competitions of this status.
I will say I was thrown into the Stein hoisting at the very last minute last year. That is a difficult thing to do if you've never done it, and everybody should try it once. It is difficult.
Look, the physical part of it, and then also the mental part of I'm holding a giant beer and I can't drink it.
Yes, and people look at you when you're holding it. Like my kids were all like, "You won? You're not strong. How did you do that?" Well, if you think it's so easy, well, it can't be that hard. I'll try it. Well, they all tried it, and they lasted about 0.3 seconds. It's a very difficult task. So when I tell people I did it for like 3 minutes and 57 seconds, they're like, "Well, that doesn't." It's a long time, people.
It's a long time.
Long time.
To hold a Stein steady.
Yeah.
And it's a glass cup Stein with full of beer, and there's so many rules about you can't bend your elbow, you can't move your body, you can't do this, you can't do that.
it weighs
It's
about 5
intense.
pounds.
Yeah, you're basically
it's
standing at
intense.
attention
Yes.
with an outstretched Stein,
Yes.
which physically is tough. But again, I'm going to go back to mentally. You're giving me beer that I can't drink.
Yeah.
That was not my issue. Mentally, I had to remove myself from the situation and just be somewhere else because it burns
Jedi mind
immediately.
tricks.
Yes.
Jedi mind tricks.
Jedi mind
That's
tricks.
a point for anybody that wants to try it. Go somewhere else because you have to.
So really watch Star
Zen out.
Wars,
Yes.
and then you are ready to enter the competition.
Zen.
Yeah.
Learn meditation. I don't know, but it's difficult.
Yeah.
Do something.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's it. That's the secret is Star Wars.
Must be.
Yeah.
Watch Star Wars. And then you're ready.
Another fun thing that is happening this year is merch. We got merch this year.
Yeah, we did. How did we?
I don't know.
How did we not talk about that already? We have a new tent. There's one. The main tent is down by Brought Tent 2, so down near the main stage, and we're selling 5 different designs.
5
and
different
some
designs
stickers.
of t-shirts. Mm-hmm.
It's gonna, and they're so. It's your very own Rachel designed several of them.
I hear she designs stuff every now and then.
Sometimes
They are amazing. I wish I had a picture I could hold up and show everybody, but you'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
They're great. Very happy with
so
them.
you
I'm
can
excited.
own a piece of Oktoberfest 2024.
You can.
commemorative t-shirt.
That's right.
Like, who doesn't like commemorative t-shirts, right? You go to a concert, you get a t-shirt.
Get a t-shirt.
It's something we've gone back and forth on for years, but we didn't date them. And we made them really fun. And you know how people love a good vintage tee. We have some that look vintage. We have some that don't. It's going to be awesome.
Are there pictures of Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce on them?
Absolutely
No.
not.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Are we allowed to sell anything
I'm
that are
positive.
not?
The designer says no.
Well, no, I was just like, I didn't know if we were allowed to sell things that weren't related to Kelsey or.
I imagine
Swift.
not.
I mean,
but
I feel like there's Kansas City rules now.
Yeah, I think there will be a lot of vendors that
I was
will
just going
have
to say the same.
a lot of Casey Chiefs stuff.
Yes, and we hand pick every vendor just for the record.
Is that one horrible guy, Press Monkey? Is he back? Because you shouldn't shop at his place.
Yes, he will be back.
Oh. I mean, Brian, you're awesome, and everybody should go buy your stuff. Brian's a friend of mine, people. Nobody get mad.
We love him. He's great.
But seriously, don't buy his stuff. Oh, wait. I mean, buy his stuff. It's good.
Great.
All right. Look, you and I, we share the love of the Frito.
Absolutely.
Rachel, come on. What's the food? What are you getting?
What's the food? Well,
I mean, I know you say you
get
always get the German, but I mean,
I gotta
seriously,
get a pretzel this year.
Is that your festival food? Is that the thing you need?
I enjoy a brat and I enjoy a pretzel.
Now, I'm going to say anybody out there who's ever had one of our pretzels, they're delicious, but that cheese you could drink out of a coffee cup. Listen.
Do you sell mugs with a straw of cheese?
Should. We should, because that cheese, it's beer cheese. It's delicious. It's the right consistency. Oh, man. Yeah.
Here's this is the really important question. What do you put on your brat?
Mustard. Mostly. Mustard and relish sometimes. I don't really
You
like.
had me at the mustard.
I know you don't like pickles.
That's the devil's food.
What?
Get over yourself. It's fine.
Get over
Sauerkraut for me. Sauerkraut.
Get over myself.
We have sauerkraut. You can put sauerkraut on your brat. That's the way to go.
None of that devil's food, though.
I like devil's food.
Yeah.
Krissie, Rachel, thank you. Good luck on, I guess, your last hurrah as the royalty, the queens of Lee Summit Oktoberfest.
Thank you.
Thank
It's
you.
been a pleasure.
We're rooting for many Frito pies and no rain.
Yeah.
Hey,
Thank
and
you.
although I might not chair the event next year, and I don't know about Rachel, she can make her own decisions. I will still be in Brought Tent too, so you can still find me there.
We'll still be
I'll
volunteering.
Be around.
We just won't be in leadership
This is an
roles.
important thing, people. You
potentially.
should volunteer. It's fun to volunteer.
Yes.
It's easy to volunteer. But once you volunteer, they don't let you go.
It's wonderful.
Know that going in. You're going to want to stay, and they'll make you stay.
Yeah.
It's both things.
We still have shifts available in the lounge.
Well, that was my thing. If people
Yes.
want to sign up to volunteer, because we just talked about how awesome it is.
Yeah.
If you want to sign up, where do they go?
Go to lsoktoberfest.com, and there's links there to get signed up, and you'll just scroll through to find where you want to go and what time.
Is there also a link for people to sign up for the wagon parade?
Yes, there
There
is.
is.
So say that website one more time.
lsoktoberfest.com.
And that's where you can go for all the information.
All the information.
Everything you want to know about
So you can sign up for wagon parade. You can sign up for Stein hoisting.
You can sign up for Brought Tent too.
You can, or the lounge,
Oktoberfest.
or to help crowd control with the wagon parade.
That's absolutely right. Yeah.
It's really just an hour out of your day.
Well, really, we're going to need the crowd control because the Shriners are coming
That's right.
I know.
with their scooters.
That's right. It's going to be amazing.
It's exciting.
If nothing else, the weather's going to be great. Just
Yeah.
come out and take a look. You don't have to volunteer. Just come out and attend the festival.
It's gonna be awesome. One more time, throw out the days and the time so everybody knows.
It is September 27th through 28th, with the carnival only on the 29th. Starts at 3 p.m. on Friday and goes to 10 p.m. and on Saturday 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. And no backpacks. And you can, for parking, the parking garage at 2nd and Green will be available. And I was just told that you will be able to access the parking garage on Green. That will be open.
Right. Also, no dogs. Sorry, guys. We love dogs, but not in the crowd of people that we have. Yeah. So
that's fair.
We should mention that.
I like that you brought up the garage because that's the secret I always tell people. Like, I have
park in the garage.
Never not found a spot in the garage.
Right.
Yeah, there's always spots
during
in the garage.
festivals. It's amazing to me. People talk about no parking. I'm like, just go to the garage.
Go to the garage.
It's never full.
Yes. There are several tips and tricks for parking. That is one of the big ones.
My biggest tip was I moved downtown.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it. Actually, everybody, he just said he lives downtown, parking his
There you
spot.
go. Yeah, come on, just pull into the front yard, whatever.
It's fine.
You could probably sell those spots.
I probably should.
Yeah.
$25, you can park here.
Hey son, I've got a business idea for you. Actually, I was thinking about like I should rent like a golf cart, one of those big, like 6-8 seaters for a weekend, and be like, Charlie, just run a shuttle service.
That is a great
Sent you
idea.
links for golf carts.
Yeah. By the way, there's air quotes around that. A whole other story. Krissie, Rachel, thanks so much. I appreciate it.
Oh, it's a
Thanks,
great
Nick.
time.
We'll talk to everybody next week.